So, you've been showing up, mentoring folks, praying for people, giving godly advice, walking folks through their breakthrough, and doing it all for free. But you've been seeing these coaches on social media and you've been listening to this podcast, and deep down, you started to wonder, can I really get paid for what I've been doing in ministry? Spoiler alert, yes, you can. Listen, your gifts were never meant to drain you. They were meant to sustain you. But listen, I already know the internal struggle you're having. You're asking yourself, is it okay to charge for this? Or won't people think I'm just out here chasing money? Or how do I even turn this into a legitimate business without feeling guilty about it? All right, sis, today we're breaking all of that down because your calling doesn't have to keep you broke. Welcome to Launch Your Coaching Ministry, the podcast for Christian women over 40 who are ready to stop waiting, trust God's timing, and finally turn your calling into a coaching ministry. I'm your host, Monique Addison-Stinson, and I'm here to help you step boldly into your purpose and build the coaching ministry God has placed on your heart. No more sitting on the sidelines, no more praying for the right moment. It's time to take action, embrace your calling, and launch with faith. So, if you're ready to finally stop hiding behind prayer and step into what God has called you to do, then keep listening. All right, so let's just start here. The guilt. So many Christian women feel wrong for even thinking about monetizing what they've been doing in ministry. You've been conditioned to think if it's for God, it has to be for free. But let me ask you this. Do therapists feel bad for getting paid to help people? Do nurses feel guilty when they get a check every 2 weeks? Does your pastor get upset or mad when they get paid? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Your guidance, your wisdom, your anointing, that has value. Ministry is the calling, and business is just the structure that helps you serve with sustainability. Let me give you just a couple scriptures that help me anchor this truth. 1 Timothy 5:18, the worker is worthy of his wages. In Proverbs 18:16, a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great people. Listen, you serving doesn't mean you have to struggle. God isn't glorified in your burnout or your brokenness. And if you're not making money some sort of way, you can't give more to the kingdom. Now let's talk strategy. Now, I want to share 3 shifts that will help you move from ministering for free to serving with impact and income. So the first one is that you need to package your ministry into a coaching offer. So sis, you're already out here coaching. You've been mentoring, you've been leading small groups, you've been discipling folks. Coaching is just organizing all of that into a framework and putting a price on it and helping people get results. The second shift I want you to consider is to stop relying on freebies and donations. Now, freebies and donations are okay. However, free doesn't pay the bills. And you weren't called to be a martyr. I mean, I'm sorry, but you weren't. People show up differently when they invest. When they pay attention. And that is why if you truly want to help people transform, you got to put a price on it. The third thing is set up a real business model. You don't need a full-blown website and you don't need a 10-part funnel. All you need is a clear niche, that's who you help, a signature offer, that's your process, and then a simple way to enroll clients. So that's through discovery calls or DM. And that's pretty, well, let me add a fourth one, and that's obviously a way to collect money, right? That's it. Clarity, confidence, and consistency. Hey sis, are you feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just unsure about how to launch this coaching ministry that God has placed on your heart? Well, let me tell you, you don't have to figure this out alone. And I've got 3 powerful one-on-one coaching opportunities that will help get you moving, whether you need a little push or just a full-blown action plan. First up is the Bold Faith Blueprint. Now, this 30-day no-nonsense coaching intensive is for my overthinking queens who are ready to stop procrastinating and start moving. Now, we'll tackle mindset block, gain clarity on your next steps, and we'll also map out a bold, faith-filled action plan. So if you're tired of second-guessing yourself, this is where you would start. Next up is Step Into Your Calling. And in this 90-day coaching program, we'll go step by step to build your coaching ministry with clarity, confidence, and faith. Now, this is for you if you're ready to go from stuck to launched with personalized support and a clear plan. Now, sis, your calling is waiting, so it's time to make it a reality. And then lastly, Vision to Action VIP Intensive. Now, if you are ready to hit the ground running, then this one's for you. In just one day, we'll create your custom blueprint to bring your vision to life with purpose and confidence. No fluff, no wasted time, just pure action. So sis, if you are ready to take bold steps toward your God-given purpose, let's do it together. You really have no excuses at this point. So head to the link in the description to secure your spot today because sis, the spots are limited and I don't want you to miss out. Now let me give you just 3 simple steps to shift from ministry to paid coaching. So the first one is to define your niche, and that means to get crystal clear on who God is calling you to serve. Pray about this and make sure you get it right. Who does God call you to serve in this season? Is it Christian women navigating transitions? Is it burned out ministry leaders? Just name it. The second step is to create your first offer. Again, pray about this. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. One offer, one transformation. Something like help Christian women go from stuck to launched in 90 days. Okay, simple. And then start charging for real. So pick a price that reflects the value you bring. No more free one-on-one, sis. You are worth being paid for the time, energy, and wisdom that you pour out. Now, sis, let me say this loud and clear. Your calling is not supposed to keep you broke. You were made for impact and overflow. You don't need to shrink, second guess, or wait for permission. God already gave it to you when He called you. So here's what I want you to do next. I want you to grab the Christian Woman's Blueprint to Coaching Success. It's the free step-by-step guide to help you start turning your ministry into a real coaching business with clarity and confidence. It's linked in the show notes, so don't sleep on it. And if today's episode lit a fire under you, I want you to find me on Instagram or LinkedIn and DM me and let me know what's been keeping you from charging your calling. A link to both of those profiles are in the show notes. And listen, make sure you're following this podcast because next week we're going to talk about the number 1 mindset shift that you need to make more money in your coaching business. So listen, sis, it's your season. It's time to move. Sis, I hope today's episode gave you the encouragement you needed to step out in faith and start building the coaching ministry God's been nudging you to launch. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to trust God and take the first step. And don't forget, God's already equipped you with everything you need. Now, if you loved today's episode, be sure to follow or subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a review. It really helps to get the word out. And if you want to dive deeper and connect with other faith-filled women on the same journey, head over to our free Facebook community. I'll add the link to the description, and that's where we're cheering each other on as we launch with purpose. So until next time, keep praying, but more importantly, move in faith. I'm rooting for you, sis.